I am Batman.
You're
like silent
or at best.
Okay.
I am Batman. Wait, let me take it again. I am Batman. Wait, one more time. I am Bat. No, that's not it either. But I'm Batman.
I got 99 problems, but a book ain't one. Hit me.
My book is Absolute Batman, which is absolutely fantastic. But it takes place in an alternate reality, in the absolute universe, if you will. And instead of, our typical Bruce Wayne figure, who is a billionaire playboy who just has unlimited resources and his toys, just fighting crime willy-nilly when he feels like it with his butler, Alfred. No, this is a working class civil engineer who grew up poor in Crime Alley, who is fighting crime left and right.
Okay, I'm just gonna call it out because somebody here has to. Rocky, you didn't read the book. Again, you didn't read your own book for book club.
I read the pictures.
Did you read the words with the pictures?
I looked at the pictures.
She looked at the picture.
It's a graphic you don't need to read.
Yeah,
Isn't it?
there's
Is a
one
graphic
picture.
about just looking at pictures?
Donna, don't support her. Come on, you're better
Pictures
than
worth
that.
1,000 words. So if you just read the words but didn't look at the pictures, then technically.
You have to read both. It's a graphic novel.
Much like movies, it is told through the imagery, right? A lot of times it's not what is said. We can't be writing descriptions in movies, right? We have to show, not tell.
It's book club,
Advancing.
not picture club. Just admit you didn't read the book.
I am not going to admit that because that would be a lie.
It's not a silent film. We're not a bunch of Charlie Chaplins here. With a movie, there's dialogue. There are words. There are words.
Pictures.
Well, so this is a book club. It's a book club. Not every book is going to be a movie. Not every graphic novel becomes the next franchise. Do you know how unsustainable that is as a business model? That every graphic novel involving Batman becomes a movie? How many Batmans can you have running around there? You think Robert Pattinson can be every Batman?
I mean, I'm sure Rama's relieved that, there's someone like me in the group to kind of bring it all together. Well, if they would allow him to, I'm sure he would say yes, because who's going to turn that opportunity down? I know Josh Hartnett surely regrets it. Yeah, he did Lucky Number 7 instead. It's completely stalled.
Where did you get this hat?
From my grandson.
Okay.
It's great.
That's why I
think
thought I
it
was
looks-
coming here to do bad grandma instead of bad grammar. Yeah, I'm fine. This is great. This is like a whole new area for me. Maybe in fact, after I started looking into taking some acting classes, spontaneous kind of things for the elderly and visible. I think you were
Getting
pushing the envelope a little bit there, fake it till you make it. But I'm not sure he was doing good at all.
Well, then I will say it more confidently so that it comes off like I have read it. Let's thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Insight.
Try again.
My book is Absolute Batman by Scott Snyder. And this takes place in an alternate reality. This isn't the DC universe that we know as Bruce Wayne, who is the billionaire playboy with unlimited resources. This is a working class civil engineer who is growing up poor in Crime Alley, who has to fight every day, tooth and nail, to fight crime.
I would say, you said it's different.
Right. Instead of being rich, he's poor.
Yes, but he's still a false prophet, isn't he? He's created this bat character in order to advance his own agenda. I mean, can we really trust someone who's wearing a mask?
Well, what is his agenda?
And what is a mask? I mean, politicians wear masks every day.
That's a terrible example.
I wore a mask during COVID.
I'm
Was it a
talking.
black one?
But politicians
yeah.
using masks for bad, sure, but using a mask for good? What is the end result, though? Is lying really bad if the ultimate outcome is positive and for the good of humanity?
What if we all wore masks, though? And I'm talking physical masks, not whatever masks you're talking about. What if we all wore masks and we all tried to do vigilante stuff? The world would be chaos. Listen, I went to this amazing party where everybody wore masks, and that's a different story because it was a masked ball, and there were no names. You got to just become someone else.
Okay.
I'm not really a fan of the whole superhero genre. I feel like there were moments where more romance could have been explored. I mean, it was right there. You have a masked man, a vigilante. Give me something.
Yeah.
I highly recommend it. You need to get an invitation, so you'll never go. But in the real world, how would this work if we're all pretending to be someone else? Because my version of good is maybe different than your version of good. So we just are all vigilantes doing our own thing?
Well, I think that's the point, right? Is that when you think about the fact that Batman isn't a good guy in this version of it, right?
Right.
He's not necessarily fighting for truth, justice in the American way. What he's doing is he's fighting people who are doing bad things, right? In the first part of it, he stops like a massacre at City Hall, right? Like those people would be innocent and they would all be dead if he hadn't intervened. So the question becomes, if you have the means to intervene and the ability to intervene, is it not beholden on you to intervene?
I suppose.
Does he just do it randomly, or does he feel a pull towards this, or is he really as good as he appears? Or is he
He's
thinking
driven by
otherwise?
his own personal trauma of, as a child,
His uncle.
his father.
He didn't have anything, right?
Yes,
Thomas.
as a poor student, after winning a science competition, he's rewarded with a trip to the zoo for him and his classmates. And a gunman comes, Joe Chill, comes and kills his father. And he's trapped in the bat enclosure and has the bats all around him, and it is a linked trauma. So now he's trying to prevent other people from having to live in that reality that he has to live in, where every moment he's surrounded by darkness, shaped by darkness. He cannot escape it. But that's the psychological reality of this Gotham. There is no good in this Gotham. There's no line that hasn't been crossed. He is the last dam against the flood spreading everywhere, because the police can't do anything. The mayor can't do anything. And he's one man alone trying to do the most good in a society where good and evil don't exist in absolute terms. We live in the gray of his suit. Just when you think they've done everything they can with that, they've done camp, they've done gritty, they've done the Michael Keaton Batman. Still, I remember Batman. Who's better than Michael Keaton as Batman? Nobody. Maybe Kevin Conroy, but different vehicles. And they upend the entire mythology and ask, what if Bruce Wayne were poor, a poor kid from Crime Alley, and he becomes Batman? Does the morality become more relative when you don't have billionaire philanthropy behind you?
It's my book. but anyway, what Rama is saying is it's a complicated character, right? And so in order to sort of encapsulate this character, male or female, let's say,
Well,
you
male.
need someone that is
He's-
able to.
He's male in the book, right?
He's a man.
Well,
In this book, yes.
gender's fluid.
It's Batman, not Bat them.
So
Or
we
they?
need someone. Well, this universe is already exploring an alternate version of Batman. Maybe this needs to be.
I have no
played by a
problem with
female, but that is
Well, I always thought that when I grew up, I would be something important. Obviously I don't have like delusions of grandeur or anything. I'm not like, oh God, but like, like a demigod, or maybe like a important politician, or I don't know, like a super like a super politician who was also a demigod or something like that. Just something that bridges the gap between mythology and our human plane of existence.
Whoever plays this character in the coming franchise needs to be able to fully embody the.
I'm thinking Chris Hemsworth.
Oh, he would be good.
He would be. Oh my gosh.
Talk about a job.
Chris Hemsworth. And we talk about, sorry to interrupt you, Rocky, but you were boring me. It's just, when you're saying, would you step in to stop evil? I saw an old woman getting robbed the other day, getting robbed by this strapping young man. And I stepped in and I helped her. And guess what? That young man and I went on a date after. Turns out he was just a bit lost. I paid for it all, but that was okay. He repaid me after.
Was
if
it
you know what I
good?
mean. Oh, Donna. I read so much romance. There's only so much room in one's brain. It was
I
good.
could tell from the sort of
Really
twinkle
good.
in your eye.
I'll tell you about it later.
Licking of your lips.
Later, what's going on later?
Nothing.
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 Nothing's going on, right?
Yeah,
Nothing's going on. Don't worry about it, Rocky. Nothing's going on.
So this Batman is good and bad. Oh, I quite like this. It's not the Batman that I knew kind of growing up, but if you read it, if you look at the picture, sort of, yes, this one intrigued me quite a bit.
Well, that's what's interesting, right? See, in the initial Batman, as we know the character, he's a billionaire, right?
And all billionaires are bad.
Less sympathetic.
Sure, I suppose, but
Billionaires shouldn't exist.
well, I
They're a
mean,
flaw of society.
you know,
Just using his toys to buy crime.
Unless
People
it's
thought
in
they were
50
so-
Shades of Grey. That's the one billionaire that's allowed to exist.
Kinky billionaire.
Kinky, not real billionaire.
How sympathetic is a character with a butler, right?
I mean, it depends on
I
how.
don't know
the
if you're his girlfriend that you live well.
See, Donna gets it.
Is there a character or girlfriend that like
You know, if you read your book, you might have gotten a hint. She spent so much time trying to be other people that maybe she doesn't even know who she is, or what she values and what she thinks.
Point is that he was rich in the initial incarnation of this character, but now he's the exact opposite, but he's still on the same mission, right? And that's because the system is flawed.
right?
You understand? The system promotes these psychopaths and to levels of almost mythic godhood within this town. So in order to fight that, he's got to become that. In a way, acting within the system is helping to break the system that suppresses the people to do good things for people, like save them from mass casualty events, or help them get away from big banks, or the overregulation of the.
Okay.
This is now coming
All
personal.
right.
This is exactly.
It's the same thing.
You are not Batman.
I am Batman.
You are not. You're
I am
Lex
Batman.
Luthor
No,
at best.
Okay, expounding on this.
We're talking about a hero who fights the system to do the best he can for the people. And whether the system is a corrupt government allowing the rich to just slaughter the city, or a corrupt system that allows banks to take fees out of your checking and savings account, I am Batman. I will stand up against that all day, every day.
I can relate to this because just like the system is flawed in Absolute Batman, so is the industry, the entertainment industry. It's flawed, right? I need stuff on my reel, but in order to get stuff on my reel, I need experience. But then they don't want to hire me if I don't have stuff already on it. So it's like, you know, it's a catch-22 always. And so you have to use the system against itself. I see a lot of myself in this Bruce Wayne. You know, I'm out there grinding the pavement. I'm poor. I want to be an actress. And so people think I'm crazy, just like Bruce Wayne. And so both me and him, we're trying to make the world better in order to break through.
Well, you got to recognize This
Well,
is
you have to meet people and you have to network. And that is sort of the thing that breaks
Are
the
you
stuff on the
suggesting
wheels.
that in absolute Batman, Bruce Wayne, the masked vigilante Batman, who was doing things like breaking people's legs and dropping acid bombs to burn the villains to get them out of the way, using an axe and various weapons on his person and hideouts through the city, him trying to save Gotham from itself and humanity from itself by using its darkest impulses in the best way you can, is the same as you going to a Hollywood mixer or responding to a Backpage ad?
I think Rama means well, honestly. I mean, he's clearly a big nerd. And I have a lot of empathy for that. You know, I'm sure he gets bullied a lot. You know, it's super embarrassing to know so much about the books.
It's backstage.
As an
Right, it's
actor,
not that van that's in Burbank.
well, as an actor, my goal is always to help people.
Except nobody dies if you don't get a part. They probably would die if you got the part, because the acting would be that bad. I'm sorry, somebody had to say
Well,
it.
she dies a little death every time she doesn't get the part.
I
There's a little
know.
part of her that just
Withers away.
It's building
There's-
character.
Just glad I'm not an actor.
me too.
I am Batman. I will stand up against that all day, every day.
Yeah.